Hello world, I am What If Stadia. Well, Star at this point. It is a wonderful day to do a What If with all of you. I welcome all of you to my What Ifing zone. Alright, so today we are doing What If Deku. No, I'm so used to doing What If Dekus. I'm so sorry. I have been on a real big tangent about What If Dekus for almost 300 episodes now. Sorry about that. Now we are shifting our attention over to Megamind. What if Megamind was in My Hero? I've gotten so used to the characters of My Hero that I sort of want to use them here now. I want to infuse other characters. What would happen if, simply Megamind was in the universe that we're used to as whatevers. I welcome you to the adventure. Let us go off into the distant universes of endless possibilities. Megamind, sitting in his laboratory, sketching out the newest designs. This one, a teleportation. Didn't we try this last time, Minion? No, sir. We actually failed completely. Yes, I remember. But haven't we tried it again? Again? This time it'll work, sir. I swear these schematics are correct. As he throws up one of the wrenches up to Megamind as he catches it out of the air and continues to scuffle with it, taking out a few parts and then replacing one last one, shoving it back in with sort of an effort. Then he lets out a yelp as then he almost falls down from the thing as then he's caught by Minion. You have to be more careful, sir. What will I do with you? Either way, is it completed? Yes, Minion! Very close. And with this, we can send Megamind all the way back into the Stone Age, where he will never, skedaddle my plans again. It's genius, Minion. Of course, sir. Now, first a test run. As he walks up to the podium, as all of Minion kind of claps both of his hands, metallic, beast man hands, as all of these minions, all the little, freaking, what are those things? Skull baddies? Whatever the fuck. They start to gather around, watching, Megamind put up his hand saying, all right. All of you in the audience, ready for our test? This might open up a mini black hole. Never mind that, Minion. To die is where we make a big leap in our science to defeat Megaman. Behold! The Teleportinator! As then he clicks the button, the big red button, the only one that he has with a little swivel next to it. Nothing happens. He looks over to the right of it and then kicks the side of the machine with his boot as then he goes, ow, that hurt like a lot. That hurt like a, censorship. Right, Minion. That hurt like a bus rolling over my foot. Oh, my precious baby blue boots. As then it shakes again and then starts working as the portal just goes zoom. You can sense this sort of weird dispersion around it as he's like, ooh, weird. Minion's like, are you sure this was a good idea, sir? Of course it was. I made it, didn't I? Yes, but the schematics were from a less than loyal place. Never mind that. Get me into my robe. I must test out if it's correct. Sir, it might leave you back in time, sir. I have to test it somehow. Perhaps a test subject. No. How would it know to come back? If we send one of the mind robots, it'll might just disconnect completely. We won't have an actual test subject. We will have to go together, Minion. So that we could survive together, possibly. Making our way back in time. You surprisingly thought out a lot of this, sir. Of course I have, Minion. I'm a genius. Robe, as then all of the things start to swarm around him, gathering all the cloth articles, and then ripping them onto him. Of course, he puts on, not the black mamba, but a sort of, a more survival thing. A more skin-tight suit of black and blue. With a little thunderbolt stripe going down the front of it. Ah, yes, the classic onesies, as he, slaps it onto his wrist. Ow. Elastic, and also protective. Good idea, Minion. Of course, sir. As they ready up their way, as he picks up some primordial spears onto his back that'll return to him whenever he throws them. These sort of, this really cool technology that'll allow him to throw the spear, and it comes right back to his hand as long as he holds the gauntlet into his left. As he says, spears were what the cavemen used to, go all the way past their time, evolving to the normal human that you find today going among the streets. So of course we're going to have them with us. I will give one to you too, Minion. Now, we'll be off. As the great departure, he kisses each one of the mind minions on the head, being like, I will miss you too. Number B22, I will miss you dearly. As then, are you done, sir? Of course, Minion. I'm a genius. Just remember. He's like, I don't think that really works for the situation. Hush! We are off. Goodbye, everyone. Now that we are quite done with that, sir. As he picks up, Megamind and puts him onto his shoulder. Mega's like, I dare that you let me down. How dare you, Minion? I didn't tell you to do any of this. As the Minion's like, as then he goes straight through the portal. They come out the other side, completely trashed. All their stuff that they had on the back of Minion was completely trashed everywhere, right? All their stuff lying, all the different places, right? However, when they open up their eyes, they are met by scolds. Some weird dressed people. These skulking people are very, each individualized very well. As, they can perfectly see a blonde-haired girl with a skull mask on the front and a sort of casual, school wear. A man that has hands all around him, including one on his face, which seems very inefficient, as Megamind sort of comments. And a man made out of shadow in the back, sort of cleaning one of the mugs, which they're all just staring at him as they're sitting around showing these, plots of schematics of this warehouse, this place that they have no idea where it goes to. Megamind instantly jolts his head up, saying, "Oh, are you guys villains too?" As they're like, "Who the hell is this guy?" Instantly sending, Shigaraki and all that, and Kurogiri out to them. They immediately surround them, as the League of Villains sort of surrounds them, drawing up the Nomu instantly, as Megamind's like, hold on, we're villains too. Recognize? Villains recognize villains, correct? How the hell did you get here? As they don't want to hear much of it. However, Deku's like, we can join forces, that's all I was gonna say. Alright, jeez. They're all like, where did you come from? How did you find us? That's all we want to know. And then maybe we'll let you out. As, Shigaraki kind of puts his hand up to his throat. Megamind's smarter than that, however, as he backs away slowly, saying, we might just have to get out of here. Minion. Send word back to the hive. We only are here as a message from the future. He's holding like a he's twisting his fingers behind his back, kind of wishing that they'll take the bait or something like that. As then they're like, okay, a message from the future. Sure, we'll entertain this idea. What is your message so dearly made for us? We wish to help you complete whatever mission it is right there in front of you. As Shigaraki looks back to the blueprints and back to Megamind. And how do you wish to help us? If you really are a message from the future, what is it that we're going to do? Megamind sort of sorting through all of his knowledge of villains' attacks, all the different things, and then he, kind of zooms in with his eyes. However, he doesn't get very far. Minion kind of whispers into his ear, saying, "I think it's an attack on a place called 1A, sir." As they're just like, "No cheating!" And then Deku, freaking hell, this really is a problem for me. Megamind says, "Right, we'll help you with the assault on Class 1A. Whatever they are, whatever that is, whatever it may be. And in return, you guys won't stab us." As Shigaraki kind of dials it back, saying, "If you're sure that you are also villains, fine. I say let them." As Toga's just like, "Yeah, it'll be fun." As Tomura, however, Shigaraki. Shigaraki is quite hesitant to let his guard down, and doesn't for the rest of the afternoon. As Megamind's just like, "I'll prepare in my laboratory." As he turns around and then realizes that he doesn't have a laboratory. Ah, shit. How many materials are you carrying, Minion? It all got lost when we came here. God damn it. Alright, we'll have to buy some then. Time to find a good place to have my laboratory. As they start to walk out into the open city life, seeing all around all the people. They're like, "This doesn't look like Metrocity anymore." Minion's just like, "Right, sir. Perhaps we are in a different dimension instead of in the past." Dimension, Minion? Oh, this is hurting my brain too much. And that's a lot coming from me. Right, sir. Shall we still construct the laboratory? Of course! That's what I kind of came here for, of course. Right. I believe that they told us of a place that could, supply us with the materials needed. Where would that possibly be, Minion? Home Depot. Home Depot? Home Depot? Depot? Yeah, that. Right! Off to this villainous hive of engineering constructions for mad scientists. I think it's just a department store. What is a department store? Well, we'll figure it out. As they soar into the department store, getting all the needed materials, soaring across the aisles. As Megamind is standing on top of the cart, kind of hoisting himself up onto the top. As Minion sort of carts him around from the back, as songs play in the background. It's all a cheery time as he's getting all the parts to make his minions again. His Megamind minions. As, finally they get all the things as they settle down going, whew, that was quite the shopping spree. Now to find a place. As Megamind looks up to the skies, trying to find a good place, among the heavens. Some place that really strikes fear into people. No, it won't work. No place here has enough status or enough high ground to make such a villainous lab. We must construct it ourselves. But sir, won't that take, months to do? Not if we construct the mind minions first. You are a genius. Of course I know, Minion. Of course I know. as they get to work making the mind minions inside of the villain hub. Everybody there treats him kind of indifferently, except Kirigiri, who still kind of doesn't trust him. However, Kirigiri is the guy that he's around almost 100% of the time because he's getting materials through Kirigiri. As he constructs his whole army of Megamind minions, he has almost 2 days to craft the place before he has to do the attack on Class 1A. He crafts a massive witching tower using all of the different the Megamind minions to craft the tower. This tower has like all of these different, stairwells in it. Very confusing format, just in case any of the heroes want to come after him. They'll have to go through a huge hall of traps, including blowing up mines that will blow you farther than any other mine. However, is not explosive. An electric machine, which if you step on it, it will, not step on it, it comes out from the wall, which is motion detective, which will give you a light shock, making you, paralyzing you basically, for a little bit of time. Now, he gets used to using all of his technology in this age. After all, everybody here is quite, underdeveloped compared to his. So, he gets interested in all that. But then the day comes. As he's finally constructed his building, he can see the Class 1A building that they were talking about. This massive dome of this so-called UA, right? As he has these binoculars as he's eating like popcorn while he's checking up on them. A minion right next to him also just reading one of the books that this world has created. Kind of interested in the culture. Right, sir. Now, how are you going to exactly enter? Grandiose, of course. Everything must go towards the entrance. The minion's just like, of course, sir. It is classic you, after all. Thank you so much for watching. I think I'll end this off here because I have freaking kickboxing in almost 20 minutes. So I'll be seeing you guys. See you sometime. Somewhere. Good.